You know, I started out with Save the Redwoods issues and moved into anti-war issues. And in 2007, when a number of us realized that the war was about to happen, there were huge crowds gathering in San Francisco, 60,000 at a time, and I got involved in that, and in 2007 took people across the country to Washington, D.C. to join a march. There was a lot of combativeness with that trip. There was a lot of support for the bus, mainly support, but there was a lot of angst between people and arguing, and it was very tough at that time to maintain peaceful conversations, but we did the best that we can, and it was a huge learning experience for me to take the vitriol that was coming from people from not supporting a war that I thought was illegal and trying to maintain a peaceful conversation with somebody about something that we disagreed so vehemently about. So now fast forward to 2012, what I really wanted to do differently in this journey is do something that was not going to push people's buttons so hard, not to be so combative, something that was more irresistibly inviting, something that looked at the movement that we feel is happening all over the world, movement that didn't start in the United States and started overseas, was really ramped up in Egypt, maybe started in Indonesia when the young man set himself on fire and caused a worldwide explosion of activism and fighting for democracy and social and economic rights. And now that seems to have spread all around the world and seems to really coincide with a lot of things that people who've been talking about human conscious evolving and in the year 2012 being potentially a peak year where humanity gets to a tipping point of where enough people are involved in the movement of conscious evolving that we actually change human consciousness and see a difference in the way that we approach our relationships with each other and with the earth. So this journey is about creating conversation with people, inviting conversation with people about this broad topic, about humans coming to a point where we can consciously evolve and not evolve through chance, but evolve through choice and make the choice to evolve with love as our guiding principle. And so we're doing everything that we can to invite people of all different beliefs to join that conversation. And we're doing that with our LovEvolution Cafe, and we're doing it with our Guerrilla Drive-In movie theater that we're bringing documentaries to people all across the country. And we're doing that by inviting people to enjoy different kinds of music from all over the world. And taking it to a part of the country that we think has some very deep divisions, because healing divisions is one of our main issues that we want to get across to people, that by evolving through love, we can heal divisions that are holding humanity back from evolving in a conscious manner. If we can heal the divisions between people who should be on the same page about these very important things, about economic and ecological justice, if we can get people thinking about the future in the same way, thinking ahead 7 generations with our decisions that are affecting our grandchildren right now, then conscious evolution has a chance. And having that conversation with as many different people as we can is the mission that I see of this bus. Well, I've always seen the Magic Love Bus as a very experiential thing, a group experience. When you talk to people about the greatest times of their lives when they look back, oftentimes they tell stories of when they did things with a special group of people, had And oftentimes travel might be involved. So one of my big inspirations when I first started putting the bus together was the Green Tortoise. And what I saw them doing is giving people these incredible group experience where they were traveling, going to these sacred places in nature. And that was really the light bulb that went off in my head 17 years ago that I saw that made me started cutting Volkswagens in half and painting the bus and making it inviting for a large group of people to travel. So the experiential thing is the thing that I most like to share with people. And so when we talk about results, of course I would love to see conscious evolution evolve. I would love to see humanity move to a place of acting with love and cooperation versus fear and competition and war. I would love to see that all transpire, but I really believe that that movement has already begun. And I believe that Pachamama has made a list of over 1 million groups that are doing this kind of work all over the world right now. So I think we're riding that wave. It's already happened. The people here on the bus and myself have felt the call to be a part of that movement and to join that wave. And so as far as results go, I think we're already, the results are already in for us. We've joined it, we're riding that wave, we're experiencing it every day. We're sharing these ideas about consciously evolving with love. We're sharing ideas about the LovEvolution with people every day. So we're actually seeing results every day. As we continue across the country, I hope that we will be able to walk our talk amongst the group. That is one of the most difficult things for us to do, is actually walking our talk about the LovEvolution and having peaceful conversation and being tolerant of people that are different than us right in our daily lives, because we're in a tight space here and traveling with 8 to 10 different people, and one of our biggest challenges is doing that on a day-to-day basis, is agreeing to act with love towards each other, agreeing to be tolerant when necessary, and really being able to walk the talk as we go through the country, so that comes out of us, so that it shows when people come and join us for our events that they can feel that. And we've had that. We've had that experience many times where people walk on the bus and they feel the vibe, they see what we're doing, and it's usually a wonderful experience for people. So yeah, I think we're getting those results already every day. People everywhere, I think, are really ready, really open to talk about change that matters, to talk about lofty ideas like conscious evolution. People realize that there's an urgency to the issues around the earth that affect so many people, to the economic downturn, to the ecological collapses that are happening around the world. People are aware more than ever right now of those things happening, and they're also aware of human potential, and I think they're very open to ideas about serious social change that can affect our grandchildren's lives. It's in our hands, and there is an urgency to act in right ways with ourselves and with nature. Well, I think probably the challenges we put on ourselves the most. I've had anxiety about going through the Deep South for months, and I'll bet you we have very little of that. My guess is that we're going to have 99% love and joy and amazing experiences and learning from people as we go along and listen to them and open up our ears to what they have to tell us. And I think we'll have very little angst, very little opposition to what we're doing. So I think that probably the most difficult things we put on ourselves, and I'm really trying to grow myself on this trip to let go of any anxieties I might have about people of different faith or looking differently at the world and reacting in a hostile way towards me. I just don't think that's going to be the case, and I'm trying to meet them halfway. As I don't want them to judge me for driving a colorful hippie bus around, I then also do not want to prejudge them and think that they're going to have some sort of negative reaction to what we're doing. So I think if I can clear the way in my mind and meet them halfway before they ever meet us, that I think we'll have smooth sailing all across the country, and that we will find that everywhere you go, there are people that are really ready to just jump into the new paradigm and leave the old paradigms behind, and they're looking for something in their life that has spiritual meaning and something that they can do to help these obvious and urgent problems that we have on the planet today.